This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harachakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Aki, in pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last seconds of time. Shalom, mighty shalom. All right. And this lesson is going to be entitled, Never Trust Thine Enemy, in parentheses, Esau-Edom. Never trust thine enemy, in parentheses, Esau-Edom. Because when you look at it from a spiritual perspective, and who's responsible for all these heinous, inhumane acts throughout the planet Earth, for all this violence, all this crime, all this wickedness, pertaining to Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And if you want to know the answer to who is the supervillain on the planet Earth in wickedness, the answer would be, who is Esau-Edom? All right, and I have a list, all right, brothers were sharing, of some of the quote-unquote inventions of Esau-Edom throughout the planet Earth. All right, all wickedness. Lord willing, this message be edifying. This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And it didn't say sometimes. It didn't say only on Sundays. It didn't say twice a week. It said never trust thine enemy. Okay, so we know that Esau-Edom throughout the planet Earth, he has a history of blood. Okay, the Lord said, woe to him that established a city in blood. All right, this is Nahum chapter 3 verse 1. Woe to the bloody city, it is all full of lies and robbery, the prey departed not. You see, so that bloody city is America, okay? And we know that woe means destruction. So the Lord is ultimately going to destroy America for the blood, most specifically the blood of the elect of the house of Israel. All right, you so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes. Okay, the Lord's chosen people, the nation of Israel. As it is written, he that toucheth, you touch the apple of mine eye. That's talking about the nation of Israel. Okay, and the scriptures tell you that Esau-Edom enlarged himself as hell. So we're going to go into some things that Esau-Edom is famous for throughout the planet Earth, and we're going to see if there are any positives. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. I'm going to start at 4. Behold his soul. So the Lord is identifying a man, okay, on the planet Earth, a nation of people, chiefly Amalek. As it is written, the Lord said he will make war. Let me get that really quick. With Amalek from generation to generation. Exodus 17:16. For he said, because the Lord, Yahweh, all caps, Lord in all caps, Yahweh, hath sworn that the Lord Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So the Lord has war planned for you, Amalek. The war of all wars. The third woe, in which pertain to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, the Lord said he's not going to lift up any sword nor instrument of war to defeat the superpowers of the earth, the militaries of the earth. Habakkuk 2 and 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. The just shall live by his faith. And Lord willing, the just, I am of the just, Lord willing, from the apostles on down to the least of us, the elect of the house of Israel. We're going to live by faith in these times. And Esau-Edom, by his disbelief and his anti-Yahushua, anti-Mashiach system that he's running and spearheading, he's going to be destroyed. Verse 5, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. You see? So the just shall live by faith. So Esau-Edom, you're gonna die by your vices throughout the planet Earth, that your devices throughout the planet Earth that you've implemented, man, that are against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Read it again, verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine. How have you done that throughout the planet Earth? You spread your philosophies, your doctrines, your dogmas. Okay? You've done that throughout the planet Earth. Look how many military bases there are. I was going into that. All right? Get it real quick. And it has some information that says as of September 2022, there are 171,736 active duty military troops across 178 countries. So you've enlarged yourself as hell, Esau. All right. And what are these military troops doing? Spreading your philosophies, your doctrines, your dogmas, but it's backfired on you because you're looked at as a laughing stock on the planet Earth, man. Your military, for what you allowed to enlist in it, man. Okay? I'm just say that. Okay? The alphabet crew. So it says with the most in Japan, Germany second, and South Korea coming in last with third with 25,372. It says these three countries also have the most U.S. military bases, 120, 119, and 73 respectively. And that's just the top three. So just imagine what's the total amount. Okay? So that just shows you a way that Esau-Edom has enlarged himself as hell throughout the planet Earth, man. You spread yourself in an evil, wicked manner. The scriptures tell you in First Maccabees that when Esau-Edom came on the planet Earth, Alexander, through his four generals, all right, Cassander, Lysimachus, Ptolemy, Seleucid, Antiochus, Epiphanes, coming out of the Seleucids, okay, wickedness was spread throughout the planet Earth. In that same chapter, it tells you how people basically made themselves Gentiles and followed after the ways of the king, man. Became uncircumcised, profaned the Shabbat, did all these manners of wickedness when Esau-Edom came into power. And so it is to today, because you see our people, they've willingly gotten the juice. All right, they're willingly following after the image of the society. They're willingly worshiping these idols and these different holidays, okay, folly days, and they're gonna willingly take that charagma, man. So this place is worthy of being destroyed. All right, Esau-Edom is worthy of being put into slavery. All right, and all of the penalties and fines that the Lord is going to impose on him. All right, it's justified. So it says he is a proud man, neither keep it at home, who enlargeth himself as hell, Salaki, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap it unto him all people. And it goes into that in the book of First Maccabees. Get it real quick. First Maccabees 1. Go now, it's round 4. Let's see. In verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. Now, Esau-Edom is attempting to fulfill that on the planet Earth today. Georgia Guidestones, all right? Depopulation agenda. We know Esau-Edom is trying to gather unto him all nations with this charagma. Revelations 13 and 16, verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. You see? So Esau-Edom, you're a robber, you're a liar, you're a thief, man. All right? Grave stuff. Looking for this. It'll come to me. This is Habakkuk 2 and 6 again. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that is increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that laded himself with thick clay. And we see that throughout the planet Earth, this major debt crisis that's going on. It's backfired on Esau because you owe so much, and you're giving out these different payments throughout the society, and it's catching up in the society. People aren't able to pay rent. People aren't able to make ends meet anymore. All right. Everything is scarce. When the money felleth in Egypt, okay, that account in Exodus, they came on to Joseph, and Joseph said, I'll get it real quick. When the money fell, man. That account in Genesis 47:15, and when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence, for the money faileth? And Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money fail. And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses. Right. And that's real currency, man. So-called currency. That's real money, man. All right. Cattle, land, gold, silver. Okay. And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the asses. And he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. And that famine is coming back on this society, man. So that taunting proverb, like you're speaking of, these other nations look at America as what she is, man. That's why they're pulling away from this dollar. All right. That's why they're dropping this fiat currency. That's why these nations are coming up against America and Esau-Edom, man, saying that he's not the chosen people of the Bible. The Lord has the spirit on these other nations to say that, man, just to confirm what we say is true. So let's go, all right, to the point I wanted to get in this lesson. Never trust thine enemy, right? So it says, from the brother GMS Soldiers for the Most High 144, the water for this information reposted by brother Rawala Yasharala Yahushua is coming back. I believe that's the brother's name. It says the list should be longer. It says let's list some YT inventions, some Edomite inventions, right? Let's list some Edomite inventions. Now we're gonna go down the list and see if there's any positive. It says 1, pedophilia, and you can read the list yourself. Some of the words, if you say them, they'll flag your video. So 1, the P word. 2, the H word. 3, the E word. 4, the B word. 5, this I word here that he's famous for. All of these things, man. 6, you have 6, okay. Number 7, Moism. Number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12, number 13, number 14, every disease known to man. Number 16, of course. Number 17, of course. And number 18, man. So look at all these things, man. This is a diabolical list, man. This is Esau-Edom. Who is Esau-Edom? He's responsible for these things throughout the planet Earth. All right? That's why the scriptures tell you who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. Everywhere he goes on the planet Earth, he destroys it. All right? He defiles it, pollutes it, man. So let's go back to Sirach chapter 12. Verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. So the prophets are pertaining to Isaiah the 47th chapter. We're uncovering the making the legs bare, uncovering the locks, roughly paraphrasing. We're showing forth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai who is the villain on the planet Earth, what are his plans for the planet Earth through the scriptures, what the Most High has planned for him, all right? And ultimately that there's a way out of this oppression, man, that Esau-Edom has us, what it seems to be, trapped under, right? Even though our deliverer liveth and he shall stand for us. But in the society, it would seem like we have no hope, but we know that we have hope in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? And the scriptures also tell you, let me go back to this list again. I'll let you look again, all right? 1 through 18, and there's many more, like it says. Like the brother says, the list should be way longer, man. The list will wrap around a building. All right. Twice, thrice. Okay. And as the scriptures tell you, get it real quick. This is Sirach 9:13. Keep thee far from the man that had power to kill. So shall thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. And the scriptures also tell you to remember the condition of the battle, because even though we're in this society, we have to be very cautious of our enemy. We have to know what he's up to in this society. And we do. We have Esau-Edom down to the T through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. We know he's responsible for the poisoning of the food. We know he pours chemtrails throughout the air. All right. We know he defiles our bread. We know he defiles the media. We know that he has he's the accuser of our brethren. OK. And falsely accuses us is going to falsely accuse us, all right, in the sight of Yahweh Shem Shai. But the Most High says, surely I will not acquit the wicked. Nahum 1:3. The Lord is slow to anger. I'm going to start at 1. The burden of Nineveh, I believe is the capital of Assyria, okay? Ancient Assyria says the burden of Nineveh, the book of the vision of Nahum the Elkoshite. Our power is jealous, and the Lord Yahweh revenge it. The Lord revenge it and is furious. The Lord Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. That's why the Lord said, never trust our enemies, because the Lord has something special planned for our enemies. Pertaining to Psalms 83. These nations came in tumult and said, let us cut them off from being a nation. So the Lord is going to cut these other nations off. All right. And their power seats. The Lord said he's going to come back on his head wearing many crowns. He's faithful and true. He does judge and make war, man. Not these other nations. Can King Jong-un, can Vladimir Putin, can Sleepy Joe, can they perform these miracles on the planet Earth, good or evil? No, man. They're merely Proverbs 21:1 says the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Shem Shai, and he turn it as the rivers. So that the Most High is just merely deceiving them, and they're deceiving others. So it says, verse 3, the Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord Yahweh hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Can any of these so-called kings on the earth say they have their way in the storm, in the whirlwind and in the storm, and say that the clouds are the dust of their feet? No, man. So ultimately, the Most High is going to have dominion over these other nations in due time, including Esau-Edom, starting with Esau-Edom. All right. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon. You see? Power was given to him. Now, you have to think about, who did that power come from? Yahweh Shem Shai says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And that word, let me see. Just want to expound on it. Let's see if there's something in the online etymology. Given. It says given, allotted, predestined. Whoo, man. So it was predestined for Esau-Edom to rule over us. And it's predestined for Esau-Edom to be ruled over by us. As it is written, Jacob held the hill of Esau. Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Esau is the end of the world. It says predestined, admitted, supposed, okay, allotted, predestined. And that's just that, Esau-Edom. You were predestined to come in to this power, and you're predestined to be taken out of power. And the same. So it says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. You see, and the Lord is going to use that same sword that you yield, Esau. All right. Like the scriptures say, he that diggeth a pit shall fall in it. So that sword is gonna cut you. You're gonna fall on that sword, Esau. Revelation 6:4 in the NLT. Then another horse appeared, and a red one. Its rider was given a mighty sword and the authority to take peace from the earth, and there was war and slaughter everywhere. And that's what you see. That's a reflection of this list right here, man. War and slaughter. That's all you see on this list, man. And wickedness, abominations, man. All of these things come from Esau-Edom. So let's go to that word sword.
Strong's G 3162. Machera. Machera. Strong's G 3162. Machera. Machera.
Makara. It says a large knife used for killing animals and cutting of flesh, a small sword, a curved sword. It says a straight sword for thrusting. It says, Strong's definition, figuratively war, judicial punishment. You see? And a lot of these things on the list, Esau-Edom implemented them into law. Look at these things. A lot of these things people do in this society, quote unquote, legally. They have a right to do these things. All right? Especially, let's see. Well, one is, of course, that's upheld in this society. Okay? 7, 8, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, the whole list. So I was just looking at the list for myself. But like the brother said again, that list will wrap around a building time on time again if we make a list for the wickedness that Esau-Edom has done throughout the planet Earth. But the Lord said he's not going to acquit the wicked. The Lord is going to judge this man. You will be judged, Esau. You've been given that sword, but you're going to fall on that sword in the same. The Lord said the deceived and the deceiver are his. So never trust thine enemy, all right? Never, on any circumstances. You have to be aware of this man in this society. That's why the Lord said we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities, all right? Wickedness in high places, and Esau-Edom is using wizardry throughout the planet Earth. Let me get that word. It says wizardry, the art of practice of magic, great skill in a particular area of activity. It says very impressive or ingenious technology or devices. And we go into that word technology. It means a fabricated doctrine. All right. Tech meaning fabricate or weave, to weave something, and ology meaning basically a doctrine. So a fabricated or weave doctrine. Okay. It says, what does wizardry mean? Let's see. It's right. So the art or practice of sorcery, and that's prominent in this society with Esau-Edom on the left hand side, man. Because the vibration out here in this society is completely wicked. Everybody is witches out here. Everyone is believing in themselves. They identify as themselves. It's just all out wickedness, man. This is a godless nation, and the Lord is going to destroy it, as is written. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the Lord Yahweh. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon a sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off of the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Now, let's see if there's something in the NLT. Because the angels are the eyes of the Lord. We're the eyes of the Lord, Ezekiel 9 and 4. And ultimately, the Lord said he's going to make a decision. And the Lord's decision is going to be to destroy this place. And we're seeing the Lord set the scene for that. Amos 9 and 8 in the NLT. I, the sovereign Lord, sovereign means supreme, am watching this sinful nation of Israel. I will destroy from the face of the earth but I will never completely destroy the family of Israel, says the Lord. So 2/3 of Israel on this side are going to be cut off for a lack of knowledge. As it is written, ye are of your father the devil, for following after this system and this image and not calling upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and not repenting and coming back to the Lord before America is destroyed, as the scriptures say, spiritual Sodom and Egypt. So for trusting in thine enemy, get it real quick, spoil. This is Colossians 2:8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the rudiments of the world and not after Yahweh Shai Mashiach. So our people have been spoiled through these different philosophies. For instance, Christmas. They've trusted in the enemy and they've made this a part of their life and worshipped it to the point to where it's a deal breaker if you don't. If you don't follow after this idol, it's a deal breaker with you so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes. Now just imagine that when the Lord says that these things have no breath, no life in them, man. Just imagine the transgression that the Lord is just looking at it, looking back and seeing. Colossians 2:8 in the NLT. Don't let anyone capture you with empty philosophies and high-sounding nonsense that come from human thinking and from the spiritual powers of this world rather than from Yahweh Shai Mashiach. You see? From human thinking and from the spiritual powers of this world. Lord says high-sounding nonsense. Man, that's heavy. So never trust thine enemy, Akim. All right, Akwath out there, sincere. And double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. All right, Samai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Achud. That's Hero Israel. The Lord our power is one Lord. Until next time, Kwam Yasha'Allah, mighty Shalom.